The BlackBerry Passport is a unique device. It has a strange form factor and a strange operating system, Blackberry OS, which what a lot of people don't know about actually has an active Android runtime environment. So for the moment, while BlackBerry's handset future and TCL license agreement appears to be kaput, some of its older, more recent phones do still have a lot of life left. With the presence of an active runtime environment for Android on the BlackBerry OS, this allows some opportunities to run some very useful Android apps that a lot of people may not know about. This adds a little bit more longevity to the 2014 release device. And if you're by chance a fan of this form factor and physical keyboards, you might want to pay attention to these next few apps, as some of them are very useful and some you may not have thought would run on BlackBerry 10. Mozilla Firefox. Yes, a browser. Firefox is essential on the BlackBerry Passport, as you'll need some kind of workaround for some modern social media apps that don't work. Firefox is the best candidate when the default BlackBerry OS browser won't do the trick. I use it for things like Facebook and Instagram when the app versions aren't working on my BlackBerry, and I have to say it works quite well and quite fast. Tab browsing works a lot better than the Chrome version for the BlackBerry OS, and all of the mobile and desktop versions of the social media apps that I require work fine on Firefox on the BlackBerry Passport. I use Mozilla Firefox for things like YouTube and Gmail, and while there are app solutions for these on the BlackBerry 10, I found them to be much smoother in their desktop and mobile applications using a mobile browser like Firefox. Adobe Reader. If you're going to be using the Passport for document processing of any kind, or any kind of productivity work, then the Adobe Reader is a great thing to have. The 1:1 aspect ratio on the BlackBerry Passport was designed with reading PDFs in mind, and I found reading PDFs on the Passport much easier than 16:9 phones. Another benefit of using PDFs with the Passport is copy-pasting using some of the BlackBerry Passport's excellent input and copy functionality built into the keyboard. You can double tap on the physical keyboard to bring up the copy-paste menu, and selection is a lot easier with the larger screen. So if you find yourself reading a lot of documents and using PDFs in your daily workflow, then the combination of the optical sensor on the Passport's physical keyboard, as well as a larger screen, is something you might find very compelling. Google Translate. Without any jiggering whatsoever, the Google Translate app works perfectly on the BlackBerry Passport. Paired with the physical keyboard on the Passport and the extra wide screen ratio, this makes for a pretty compelling combo. You can quickly translate words or phrases using the Passport's physical keyboard, and also using the Passport's excellent speech-to-text function. So if you're traveling or have the need for some quick translation usage during the day, this might be the phone and the app for you, as you can download the Google Translate app off the Google Play Store and have it work on the BlackBerry 10. Google Maps. Yes, Google's navigation app works quite well on the BlackBerry Passport. You can use it to enter in locations, directions, and common things that you would find in the area. I really enjoyed using it on the BlackBerry Passport, as the 1:1 ratio screen makes navigating the map a lot easier than a 16:9 screen on a cell phone. Punching in locations is also a lot easier on the BlackBerry physical keyboard. So if you're on the fence about purchasing a BlackBerry and are wondering if basic things that you can do on a modern phone, like ask for directions or navigate between two different waypoints, is possible, then the answer is yes, it is, with the Google Maps app on the BlackBerry Passport. Spotify. Yes, the music app is available for the BlackBerry Passport, and it actually works quite well. All of the Spotify features work on the Blackberry Passport, so you can make playlists, view music, search for artists, and access your own Spotify account. It's probably worth mentioning that the Blackberry Passport has a physical headphone jack. So if you have a newer phone that is Bluetooth only in terms of external audio, then the Passport might make a perfect secondary device as a music player. So if you're in the market for a phone with a headphone jack and are heavily into Spotify's ecosystem, then this might be the perfect phone for you. So there you have it, BlackBerry fans. A set of apps that will continue to make the BlackBerry Passport a very useful device. Hopefully this and some of the Passport's other features should hold us BlackBerry fans over until RIMS figures out what they're going to do with their handset division. With the dissolution of the TCL license agreement with BlackBerry and no foreseeable BlackBerry handsets on the future, people that are fans of physical keyboards will have to rely on the current lineup of Android BlackBerries and also the Passport and a few of the other more recent handsets in order to get their QWERTY keyboard fix. Hopefully, with the inclusion of the Android runtime environment on the last version of the BlackBerry 10 operating system, we'll still get some apps that will work on our favorite devices. What do you think? Are there any other apps that you found to work on the BlackBerry Passport? Leave a message below